Welcome to Topsy Farms on Amherst Island. In 2020, Kubota helped our farm plant 20 gardens in 30 days for our neighbors here on the island. The Grow Stronger Challenge is all about the encouragement of growing food at home. In 2021, Kubota is doubling down on their generosity. They've built some awesome Grow Stronger boxes filled with seeds and other goodies. Today, we'll unbox them and show you how to plant your own garden.
All right, this is awesome. So right off the bat, we get our Grow Stronger greeting card with these cute little veggies, marker stakes.
A very nice hat. We've got a fine set of work gloves here.
We have our courtesy masks. This is really great. We want to stay safe. We want to look good doing it. Thanks, Kubota, for sending these.
The all-important seed packs. In here will be all the veggies.
And for the kids in the household, we've got some really nice coloring sheets.
And, oh, the best part, some t-shirts.
Oh, we got some good swag. Jay, did you know that you're on these t-shirts?
Oh, come on. This is great. Thank you so much, guys. We are going to put these on and get doing some gardening.
So the first ones I want to talk about in the package are the corn and the squash. I love growing these two together because they're quite complementary, but you want to plant them in a space where the corn can grow tall and the squash that you'll plant at the base of the corn can sprawl out. These two seeds, it's really important that you plant them after the May 2-4 weekend, late May, after the fear of the last frost. So radishes and beets, I really love these because they're so hardy and they can really withstand cold weather in the early spring. So I'll plant these as early as mid-March or early April. The radishes are fantastic because they really only have like a 30-day germination to fruition period. So you can really see the fruits of your labor within a month, and you can plant them successionally into this whole growing season. So kale's really wonderful because it's also something that you can plant out early into the spring. We had wonderful success with kale last year where we could plant it out mid-March into early April, but it actually stayed with us into January. It was a fantastic, fantastic harvest. So the sweet peas are wonderful because you can also plant these out early. You will want to plant them with a trellis to support their growth because they will want to grow up. Cucumbers are a good seed for planting in late May after the threat of frost. You want to make nice mounds for them, but allow them a lot of space to grow. So maybe in the mound you want to plant a couple of seeds to make sure they all germinate. And if they all germinate, you can start kind of taking out the seedlings that you don't want to make space for the one seedling. It will occupy a lot of space. So dill's fantastic for planting either indoors or direct sown into your garden. Dill is a fantastic staple in your garden because it is a popular pickling spice. Now when you're planting the chives from seed and you're directly sowing into your garden, make sure you plant them in a place where you want to see them come back year after year after year. These are perennials. I love chives because they're so generous in their coming back annually. So onions are really wonderful to plant from seed. Now if you want to have a head start, you could plant them as early as February indoors, but if you're direct sowing, mid-April is really good as well. Now, if you're receiving this package after that window, don't worry, just hold on to them and plant them next year. But there are some that need a little bit more work in terms of extending their growing season. They prefer the soil to be a little warmer, a little more moist. They just need that little extra TLC. So those three that I've picked out of the pack, basil can be direct sown, but I like starting them inside to give them that little boost. We'll be looking at the broccoli too. That likes about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost to give it a chance to root, and the peppers as well. And I've just got a bit of potting mix, and basically what that is very, very light and fluffy organic matter. So I'm just poking a little hole in all of these cells. I'll start with the basil. And you want to pop like 2+ in the cell just to see what takes, and then you can thin them out later. So I already poked a little hole, and now I'm going to cover them up. So once all your seedlings are planted, you definitely want to give them a daily misting of water. So if you have just a spray bottle, that works really well. And you want to put them in your sunniest window. Keep them warm during the germination period too. But as soon as you get it to sprout, if you have a south-facing window, put them there. So once your seedlings start sprouting up in these smaller cells, you'll want to transfer them into larger containers, and that way your root systems have an opportunity to grow and become more robust. And after they've been in those containers for a week or so, you can start hardening them off, and what that looks like is that you start slowly transitioning them from being warm and sheltered and coddled indoors to starting to really face the elements outdoors. So for the first few days, you might start having them outside only for a couple of hours, transition them back inside. And then you gradually expand that time out of doors to maybe a week down the line. They can survive outside overnight. So end of May, your seedlings should be robust enough to put into the garden.